Do you want to succeed in F1 Clash 2025? Have you had a rough 2024 and you know that you can extract better from yourself in the 2025 season? Then look no further. I am going to give you the best hints and tips, my absolute best knowledge and advice to get you ready for the 2025 season. Now, this covers a lot of the mistakes that new or existing players make, and that is made from the start of the season all the way to the end of the season, where we still keep seeing the same mistakes being made. But in this video, I'm going to tell you again, and I'm going to tell you 4 or 5 good tips that you need to take your F1 Clash experience to the next level. So, you might think I'm quite small down in the corner, and that is because we have a series of images, videos to show you, which we're going to get into hot topic and we are going to talk about. So fingers crossed, we're going to give you as much best information as possible. Now, one of the things that got introduced in 2024 was the inclusion of track stats, and they were driver stats and the car component stats. Now, this is one of the things that players have to take in focus, and it's what players don't tend to take in focus either in duels or in GP. So if we go into here, we go into duels, you will see how it's set up. You've got, for example, track stats. It shows you in the duels what to prioritize. Defending and speed. You have got overtaking and speed. Series 12 is a speed series. If we go down to Series 7, power unit, power unit, power unit, power unit. It's all about power unit. Series 6, all about your driver stat, race start. So you need to have a look in the 2025 season what Hutch are applying to each of the series. Now, if we bring up our track stats guide, we're going to put them to the work and show you as well. So let's take a look, as we just spoke about, that 2024 Series 12. Now, as you can see, this one is speed of the series. We just clarified that one. And obviously in the middle, I have gone for a speed setup. Now, because the driver stat changes every single track, it goes from defending, it goes from overtaking, it goes to, I think it's race start, and then it goes to tyre management. I can't select a decent driver, so I have to go with the most balanced driver. So as you can see, my car is set up for the feature that fits the most. Speed is at all 4 tracks. My drivers are the best balanced drivers I could get, and in 2024 that was Leclerc and Lando Norris. So really, you'll struggle on the driver point of view, but you've got to get your car right. That's the key thing. Now, again, Series 11, you've got tyre management and power unit. But this is a tyre management series in Series 11 when this video was done. So as you can see, tyre management will remain the same across all of them, but the car stat will change. So Silverstone's about power unit, Mexico's about cornering, Spain was about cornering, and Abu Dhabi was about speed. So as you can see over here, and if I move my head out the way, I have selected my best 2 tyre management drivers in Series 11, Perez, Oscar Piastri. And then I've had to make a bit of a difficult decision. I can't go full speed. I can't go full cornering. How do I get the most out of a different track stat for car? Well, I prioritise the 3 that come up. We've got 2 cornering tracks, 1 speed, 1 power unit. So I've balanced off with speed and cornering, and I don't worry too much about power unit. So in the balance series, where it's driver stat, you got to set your car up to what features most, and then in the drivers, select your tyre management for the drivers as well. I can't express that enough when it comes to your track stats. You simply just have to keep using them, because track stats equals pace. The more you use the track stats, the faster you get in F1 Clash. Now, this goes all the way down to GP events. When you do a GP event, you get to click the race 1, race 2, race 3, whenever you're going in order. And it tells you what you need. So you can see on the left hand side now, I have got Imola, I have got defending and power unit. So I have gone with my power unit setup, which is 310 power unit in this case. Now I've gone with my defensive drivers. You can see above me, Leclerc 99, Norris 94. So that would be my normal setup for a GP, and I would change that depending on what the track is. Now on the left hand side, you've also got to take into consideration, it shows you basically the sponsor task. So you might want to change the drivers to Schumacher and Senna to get that +6, for example. So really, you've got to make your decision. But this game does so much recommendation to you that it's bang in the face. They're not recommending defending and power unit for no reason. It is because defensive drivers at a power unit circuit will run faster than an overtaking driver at a power unit circuit. Simple as that. You have to start using these track stats to get the most out of your game. It is, honestly, I see people with maxed accounts running balanced setups in GP. It doesn't work. If you're going to spend money, spend it and at least do the things right. You don't even have to spend. Just do the things right for me. Now that leads into our next category, which is our series progression. And it's all about don't rush. Now this is a 12-month game, okay? 12 months we get F1 Clash 2025 for. But you don't need to rush all the way through. Many players, what they'll do is they'll absolutely go from Series 1 to Series 5, 6, 7. They won't upgrade their car as much. They'll start losing coins. And that is because they get too far ahead and then suddenly hit a brick wall. Now then players start to then not enjoy the game, keep losing, keep getting more frustrated, and they quit. But there's a difference. Take your time going through the series. Now the best way I do that is, first of all, unleash the power of track stats. We've just done the track stats for you. You've got to have a look at what is coming up. What do you need to do in that series to get the most out of it? Also, look ahead. Now, I've made a blatant spelling mistake there. I mean, I'm going to leave it in because it's Bants. I can't even spell. But look ahead to your races because each series tells you what you need. And when you go through, for example, let's just show you. If I am in Series 2 right now, and it's all about tyre management, okay? I'm going to go to Series 3. And it begins to go all about speed. So I need speed parts for that Series 3. Now some of them you might only gain in Series 3. But if you've got any parts down in Series 2, stay in Series 2, upgrade them parts, and then move up to Series 3. And it's the same later on. If I'm going to Series 8, and I've just got Defending Series done, and I'm about to go to Series 9, I've just unlocked Series 9 of speed, go back. Get some levels up on your car, and then go back into the higher series. It's all about taking your time. All about learning the game. Don't rush in. Making it easy. Remember, the more races that you win in the lower series, the more coins you're going to get. Upgrade your key drivers. Upgrade your key parts. And when you're comfortable, move up. Now, the one thing you can do as well is track your team score. So you can see that suggested team score at the top. In every single series, Hutch have got the recommended team score. Now, if you are at the lower end, you're going to struggle, naturally. If you are at the higher end, it should be easier. If you're in the middle, you're going to get a bit of win and loss. Now, the idea is, don't move up until you're in the team score of the next category, or just take your time moving up. You do not need to move up straight away. The better players may spend money, may get more unlocks, but the actual better players will hold, take some patience, and upgrade as well. Absolutely, 100%. Take your time, upgrade your drivers that you need in the series, upgrade your parts that you need for the future series, and then move up steadily, nice and easy. Honestly, can't recommend that strategy enough. It's a 12-month season. Take your time. There is plenty of time. Remember, even if you did a series a month, you'll be in Series 12 by the end. I don't recommend that. But it is what it is. Don't feel the need to rush. That is one of the things I would recommend. Now, the next thing I'm going to come on is basically GP results. Now, in 2024, Hutch changed the GP grouping system. In 2023, it was all based on your flag count. And in 2024, it went based on your current GP results or your previous GP results. So how do we get Grand Prix event success? That is one thing that we need to take a look at, and we need to figure out how can we do that, how can we get it done. So there's a multiple different factors when it comes to GP. Now what you've got to think about is this: players who take their time with their GPs tend to get better results. Now I'm going to use an example that in football, in European football, if teams are playing in Europe, the better they do, the more points they earn as a club. Now what that does is that gets them put into a higher pot when it comes to tournaments and everything like that. They might go into pot 1, pot 2, pot 3. What they'll be done is they'll be grouped with similar teams of so many points that they get into. So many teams are top 1, so many teams are in pot 2, so many teams are in pot 3. And they are basically placed with similar level performing teams. Now this is the same of what it feels like in F1 Clash. We don't know the weight, we don't know what impacts it actually, but we do know that each of your GP results are weighted. So if you go and smash a P1 first week, your groupings are going to be quite difficult because you're already setting a really high average. Now players who start off with GP in Junior, Challenger, you're going to get quite a lower point. You're going to earn lower background points to your average instead of going into Champions. Now you can see on the left hand side of the screen 2 players, and this is basically live. Remember, there's like 51 GPs in a season. Look how many GPs these people have done. Literally 17 GPs. They've not even done half the season. And look at their results. P1s everywhere, P2s. That's because they started later, they've got their car upgraded to where they want to, and then they've entered GP, instead of just entering GP for the sake of it. So, what you need to do is don't jump into the first GP that comes your way. Take your time, upgrade your parts, upgrade your drivers, focus on the upgrades. Once you've focused on the upgrades, then target either a date or a certain GP that you want to jump into, and then go and get the results that you deserve. If you enter GP at the start, or you enter a GP that is too low level of your parts and drivers, you're going to struggle, but you're going to add weight to where you finish. So just hold off, wait, upgrade, and then enter. When you're comfortable, enter the GP. Now if you want to just enjoy the season, there is no problem with entering straight away. Just enter, you'll be fine. But I'm here to tell you how you can get the best results absolutely possible, and that is one huge thing that you can do to get better GP results. Honestly, absolutely go for it. Now you'll see my free to play account. If I go into medals, I've done quite a few GPs, but I started in the lower levels, and I've also got a couple of top 10s and a P3 position in Champions. So even I've took my time. Now if I go to basically my main account, I'll show you what I mean. If I go to my account, there I am, P8. If I look at my medals, now all these juniors and challengers are recent, but look how these results. I've got the same results pretty much as my free to play account, just with a couple of extra podiums and P2s, but still no P1 on the Champions GP. So it really does pay to wait and target your GPs. That is an absolute must when it comes to the new season. Now, we also have some other brilliant details. We have got upgrades, and it is simple. Don't upgrade everything. No, don't be stupid. Our coins are so hard to earn at the start of the season. Just because you have an upgrade, don't go and focus on it. Don't go and do it, because honestly, you'll lose all your coins by upgrading parts and drivers that you do not need. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean simply going to Jules and looking at what series you're in. If you are in currently series, I don't know, 4, and it's all about overtaking, okay? Overtaking. Now, if you are coming to the end of series 4, you are going to go into series 5, and this is the 2024 series, and it's all about cornering. Don't go and upgrade speed parts. Don't go and upgrade power unit parts. Go and upgrade your cornering parts and get ready for that promotion to Series 5. The chances are, if you are towards the end of the series, you are winning anyway. So go and start upgrading the next series parts if you can. Go and have a look at your drivers. If you're in Series 3 and moving to Series 4, Series 4 in F1 Clash 2024 was all about overtaking. So go and have a look who your overtaking drivers are that you have and go and upgrade them ones. Now you can see, look how small the coinage is as you go through the series. It's so hard to earn coins in the early series. So if you upgrade only the parts or drivers you need, you're going to make a massive difference to how your series progression will become. Now, one of the other things to quickly focus on, and there's a couple more that I've got, is first of all power units. Now, I'm not going to go into managing your power unit. I have a brilliant video already available for this, and it is Get Better at F1 Clash Managing Your Power Unit. This is one of my most popular videos, and it is absolutely booming with people watching at the moment. Power unit is a key feature of the F1 Clash game, and it's our way of going faster or even slower on the game. So the key is to manage it like a pro. So I'll link this video in the description. Go and check it out, and you can learn exactly how to manage that power unit professionally and say goodbye to them drugged. Imagine just going to the corners and not having power unit. Well, this solves all of that as well. Now, another thing to consider is this. Now, your free-to-play players are going to benefit from this massively. Even your paid players. Never leave your crate slots empty. Okay, so if you have got empty crate slots, you are not unlocking parts or drivers or even getting books from crates. Simple as that. You need to always make sure that your crate selection is full. Now, go and do races. You can do 4 races a day. Winning crates will get your crate slots full. When one opens, see if you can race another one. And it's all about trying to keep that crate selection. If you are opening crates, you are upgrading your parts, your drivers, you are unlocking different assets. Now, one of the fundamental features of F1 Clash is their Premium Pit Pass. Now, in the Premium Pit Pass, I don't tend to promote spending, but you can see if you activate the Premium Pit Pass, which you have to buy, you can actually queue multiple crates so that when you're sleeping, once one crate is finished, it will start to open the next one so that you can wake up in the morning with maybe all 4 crates unlocked as well. So that is one thing you can consider, and it's a massive help, is the Premium Pit Pass too. And finally, there's just one more detail that I'm going to give you ready for the 2025 season. Next up to talk about is discovering your perfect club. Now, not just any club, we are talking your perfect club. And the answer, or the question, is why? And the answer is because you're going to get so much more out of the game. Now, it's absolutely fine to sit in a club where you just generally are there just for a little bit of interaction, some pit pass coins every month, and that is absolutely fine. But the game chat in the game isn't reliable, so you can't really count on it because messages disappear and they pop up everywhere. So really, you want to find your perfect club that's going to suit you. Now, clubs are so important because they open your eyes to a completely different experience in F1 Clash. Now, these clubs will have a Discord, they have a Facebook page, a Telegram, a WhatsApp. Either way, they have some sort of discussion forum outside of the game. Now, we're really going to open your eyes with this one because this game is a little bit complicated. It's not as simple as just go in and race. There's strategies, there's boost, there's power unit, there's GP. There's so many different things to think about. And obviously club tournaments is a future thing that we hopefully should get back. Now, these are going to be becoming your friends, your community. I've had the same community with additions for the last 2.5 years now. And there's people that would have stopped playing this game many years ago, many months ago, but this community saved them. And you can really gain a really good group of friends who are there for you as people, but they're also there for you for help and advice. You can just go into the game, you can share your screenshots to the Discord, and you can just say, right, how can I improve? What do I need to do on my setup? What should I do for this race? Oh, I've lost a couple of races, what should I do? And you'll get help like that if you're in the right club. And it will honestly make the game a lot more fun. Instead of just sitting on your own, racing and losing and no one's getting you back, now you can just share it, get the club and get some friends, some community and people that are going to drive you on. Now the Legio club, which is obviously Legio Invicta is our main club, we held the Legio brand as part of our clubs. We have players from all over the world, all over the globe, and we strive to achieve success. We try and enjoy the game, but we look after each other as well. Now we have won the Community Championship back in 2023. That's how I got my Asa W livery, because I was the captain of Kick Sauber, or Alfa Romeo back then. And we've just had Davor, who has just recently won the Champions Grand Slam. So we're 2 out of 2 when it comes to official F1 Clash Championships. So we are absolutely booming, and that is because of the dedication. We do so much to help our community and our members to make their game easier, and we get so much feedback. Now, even to that screenshot over on the left, that is a debrief section. We break down every single race that we do in GP, and we share our findings with our fellow members. That way, they can know what works, what didn't work, what boosts were used, and it's so easy to see the strategies that people follow, the driver levels that were able to be succeeded. Honestly, it will open your eyes up. And if you want to join our club, let me know down in the chat. Join my Discord, it'll be in the description, and we can get you a place in the best community out there. Now that is it. That is our 2025 do this or fail. If you don't follow them hints and tips, you are not going to be in for a successful 2025 season. But 2025 is about to be released, and we are ready for action. Make sure to join us live on release day and many days after for all your F1 Clash go-to needs.